So I want to talk about this update 13.10 devlog which Wargaming has announced yesterday. And it's about Arena Brawl, which I will explain. And well, there are so many things to talk about this thing, but I want to just talk about briefly about these Friday containers. And honestly, I am really disappointed at the way Wargaming has added these Friday ships like Brisbane, Azuma, Alabama, Munchen. Both of them are cold ships like Brisbane and Azuma. Alabama and Munchen are available directly from the premium shop, if I am not wrong, but they are certainly not new. And I was expecting a rare ship to be added, just like Alaska, John Bard, maybe Asashio or Massachusetts. We have some rare ships that you can still buy from, Friday events, but you cannot do it, certainly because, well, they haven't added a ship at all. Like I was expecting a Georgia B, to be honest, but that's not the case. But anyways, this is something that I want to talk about these Friday containers. Let's talk about the main point, which is Arena Brawl, which seems to be a pretty exciting new challenge that Wargaming is going to give to new players by spending 10,000 coal, which will unlock a chain mission for you to complete. Okay, so this is going to be a special bundle in the armory available, in which you have to win 7 times playing 3 versus 3 brawls while playing tier 9 ship. So TLDR is going to be, you have to spend 10,000 coal, you will get a chance in which you will actually able to get 500 steel for yourself. But you have to win 7 games. Okay? And if you lose a game, in this case, if you lose 3 times before winning 7 times, which means that you have to maintain 70% win rate in order to get 500 steel. If you don't, the mission chain will need to be started, which basically means that you cannot, your 10,000 coal is going to be completely lost. You will lose 10,000 coal and then you have to retry this mission chain again by purchasing the bundle from the armory again. So Wargaming is trying to make you a certified gambler, a pure certified gambler if you are looking to play these arena brawls. Very exciting, right? Well, there's also going to be a hardcore arena mission. This is a 70% win rate, right? You have to win 7 times, and even if you lose 2 times, that's okay. Okay? If you lose 3 times, your whole expenditure of 10,000 coal is going to be completely lost. But in the case of hardcore arena mission chain brawl, you have to spend not only 30,000 coal in order to get 3,000 steel, which might look lucrative. Well, you have to obtain 5 wins, and there is no way you can get a single loss. 0 loss, 100% win rate, and then you can even have a chance of getting 3,000 steel as a reward. Fully certified gambler. World of Warships 2024. You are going to become a certified gambler, guys. And if for example, if you're going to lose something, right? For example, if you're losing 10,000 coal, right? Is Wargaming is like even remotely trying to give you something? Well, they are saying that if you lose 3 games, well, you are going to get 3 more coal containers as a reward for your bravery, or they should say for your gamblery. I don't know what to say, but yeah, this is what literally this arena brawl comes down to. Okay, and in the case of the hardcore arena mission, well, you have to get 5 wins. If you don't, you will get only a super container. A super container for 30,000 gold, right? Yeah, that's what they're trying to say. If you, for example, lose the game, if you have 4 wins and your 5th one is a loss, you're going to lose 30,000 gold, okay? And you know what's the funny part? This is the funny part. In the update 13.11, by the way, there's going to be some steel ships that they're adding, like G. Hoffman, Prince Van Orange, Tier 10 ship, Tier 9 ship, Chikumatu, which was available, by the way, in a gamble as well. Archerfish and Shinano, they will be a permanent ships, but yeah, these 3 ships, well, if you have a chance of getting them, well, you have to gamble on this arena. This arena, right? Arena Brawl. I will explain even more details that you should not try to even invest into the arena brawls, because this is going to be an absolute disaster if you do that. Let me explain in detail what do you need to know. Alright, so why this new arena brawl setup in update 13.10 is going to be kind of feels like a slap. in the face of players, to be honest. Particularly when it comes to how they are handling coal and steel resources, okay? So first of all, the main reason is going to be the resource drain, okay? I mean, it requires players to spend 10,000 coal just to unlock a mission chain, which is already insanely excessive, okay? Coal is definitely, for me, a valuable resource, and for a lot of new players or even experienced players out there who might not have accumulated a lot of coal chips, well, this is going to be a disaster. If they spend the coal and you get nothing, well, you can maybe lose even like upwards of 100,000 coal max because you have a 10, tries to do that gamble, okay? So I would say it's being used as a gate to access content. It's kind of a really bad idea, especially of this pricing. It feels like a cash grab, to be honest. I mean, the rewards are so uncertain. I mean, you won't be able to get steel. Like, there's only a bit of a chance, right? So this is not looking good. The second problem that I would say about this whole arena brawl is going to be the punishing mechanics. The mission chain are designed with a punishing loss threshold. Literally, you will have this loss threshold. I mean, if you lose this whole arena brawl, you're going to get nothing. Either you get some steel or either you get nothing. This is how it is designed for a lot of players, right? So, I mean, you need to win 7 times, okay? In the easy brawl mission, just like they said, okay? But if you lose more than 2 times, you're going to get screwed, okay? So the thing is that even a single bad match or a couple of bad games, maybe by skill or maybe even by luck, will set you back significantly. So for many players, this isn't just frustrating, this is going to be pretty disheartening. Like, literally disheartening, okay? The other point I would definitely like to share is going to be the high stakes with limited chances, okay? The hardcore arena mission is insanely unforgiving. I mean, it literally requires players to win 5 out of 5 matches without a single loss. So for 30,000 coal, the risk is so monumental compared to the reward that it's not even funny. I mean, it's not all about just skill in this game. You know that there are so many RNG factors in World of Warships. So imagine the resources that you are literally gambling for the stake of steel, like for the case of steel, I would say. It's insane. Another point that I would say that steel is trying to be a lucrative resource that Wargaming is trying to do. But again, there's so much risk involved that it will literally going to overshadow your potential gain. There's so much risk involved. Like, you can't really able to gamble that much coal, and then there's only going to be a chance of getting some steel. Is definitely pretty baffling to me. So I would say that the players actually might spend way more coal than they will earn steel. Again, I would say the house will win. Just like in the casino, the house will win. In the case of that, is exactly going to happen. Alright, if you are thinking that I will probably going to get a super container, 3 super containers max, because you have 3 retries for hardcore mission, okay? So I mean, if you even get a super container, I have made a video about the super container, that how meaningless the rewards of the super containers can be, okay? So it feels like a consolation prize for me, like for failing, rather than a meaningful incentive to try. That's what I believe, okay? So it's not a fair trade-off for the investment of coal to just getting a measly super container and then having a bit of a chance of getting steel. It kind of feels terrible, to be honest with you. And then this whole feeling of inequity is going to be also another reason that why you should not really try to go for this arena brawl if they come up with this update, okay? Like, this whole system promotes an unhealthy competitive, they say it's competitive, but it's like a gamble environment, okay, where the players are forced to gamble their resources for a chance at rewards. This isn't the spirit of fun that should be at the core of the game like World of Warships. Like, this is how it's going to be pretty frustrating and disappointment. It's going to be sheer frustration and disappointment, nothing else more than that. Also, obviously, that's going to be sort of a diminishing returns, in my opinion. Like, this maybe alienate all the casual players out there who might not have that much time or skill to participate in such a high stake events. Like, this is literally insane, and they will like sort of divide. It makes a group between like casual and hardcore players. So this is like not a competitive environment. They are not trying to make it healthy in any way possible. So in my opinion, I would say in conclusion that this new Arena Brawl missions, it feels like a more corporate strategy to squeeze players for resources than a fun, engaging game mode. Okay, this is not a fun mode. This is going to be more of a strategy to squeeze some of the resources that players already have. So it's going to be frustrating for the player base, and the risk turning away those who are just trying to enjoy the game. It's simple as that. So I think that we need to talk about this, and I have talked about these problems that are associated with this Arena Brawl. Okay, now it's totally up to you guys. What do you think? I want to, get your comments down below. That what do you think about this Arena Brawl? Are there something that you are excited about? Are there something that you should be looking forward to? Please let me know in the comments, and I will definitely catch you guys in the comment section. Maybe if you are needing some answers, I will be definitely out there. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.